Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat sejahtera and good night for everyone. Thank you for your commitment and support. Give permissions for we conduct class at night. I hope so for this week we can learn from the chapter 1 from the introduction chapter for operation management. Okay, I know a few group such as group A and group B. So this is a first class and first communication from us. Okay, we cannot be conduct a face-to-face class, but I hope so by next week. So everyone can came and we can make it a class on the standard. So we can come up with a face-to-face class. So just for this week, we are conduct on the online for the group A and B and C. First of all, okay, for this chapter, for the groups, group C, I already mentioned to them, okay. For chapter 1 and chapter 2 is an introduction chapter. So we have quiz for chapter 1 and chapter 2 only. So we don't have exam to come, sorry, in order to exam, we are not covered already for chapter 1 and chapter 2. This is very basic for chapter 1 because all the discussion on chapter 1 have specifically chapter on the next chapter. For example, we have one chapter for the project management, one chapter for supply chain, one chapter of quality and management, so one chapter for material. And so these all matters chapters and will be discussed comprehensively for the next chapter. So that's why for chapter 1, chapter 2, just introduce what's the important things and topics that we should be know in order to understand what is actually for operation management. So I'm planned for quiz actually. Maybe on the third or fourth weeks. Very simple. It's not exam. It's just activity. If you came the class, you can get the full mark. In order to get 10 mark for quiz, you need to came the class. So I plan for week 3 or week 4 maybe. Okay. I need to discuss for assignment, but not today. Yeah? So I plan to discuss on our specific assignment. I'm target for next week. Please remind me for the beginning class. So I need to explain what should be do for this semester on operation management. The assignment group, okay. Maybe you can choose your friend and just so I aim around maybe one group around 5, not more than 5. No more than 5 meaning that so minimum can be acceptable for, okay, as maximum is 5. So you can plan right now. So basically during our class I maybe cannot remember your name everyone, but we have some simple presentation according to group. Okay, for example, we discussed today a topic on operation and productivity. Okay, group number 1, can you give some idea what's example you can give to our class according on the productivity? So hopefully everyone can be start right now to choose your friends. Okay, maybe we can set from the WhatsApp group. So because we can plan in early so to set up your group members. Okay, right. We start from the chapter 1. Okay, basically during our class face to face, I'm not use a slide actually. Okay, because this is an online class, so that's why I use the slide. Basically I give slide before we start the class, before we start the chapters. Okay, you can read the slide and books and at your college or at your home. Okay, so maybe I'm use whiteboard in order to make a discussion certain topic. So I try to give many example in order to understand about the operation management. And another important thing is about operation management is your final exam is for calculation. So I plan to make it the calculations based maybe end of semester. So in the beginning we start with the theory first. Okay, later on that we continue for the calculation subject. So I can say that for the exam, final exam, more than 50% is calculation based and for the final exam. Okay. Okay, we go to the introduction. What is the operation management? Okay, production is the creation of goods and services. Basically, normally, okay, in management or entrepreneurship or marketing, so somehow that another words, synonym words we use in order to pair with goods and services is grab. Grab, opportunity, okay. But the most important thing in operation management, the word is creation. Okay, the word is creation. So you should be know the basic term. Okay, if you have certain problem, then you have the problem statement. So we have action words. We can say that first, identify. Okay, determine. Okay, investigate. So for example, you need to identify problem. Okay, we need to determine the problem. We need to investigate the problem. We need to explore the problem. Okay, but I think this is a very, it's not very, this is top level. In the high level, it's about creations. Okay, it's about the creation. When you work later on, after you have done your degree, you work in the firm or you work in the company, it's okay, private or governments. Okay, you should be know the words about creations. Okay, you need to create opportunity. You need to grab, you need to create, sorry, you need to creations a job opportunities. Okay, so that's why in education itself, we call that taxonomy Bloom. Somehow we call that Bloom taxonomy. So in Bloom taxonomy, we have the pyramid. Okay, so the higher level is creation. So that's why in operation, we use the words is the creations of goods and services. It's not easy. If you can you identify the goods? You can identify the services. It's simple because you just to identify goods and services. But in order to creations of goods and services, it's not easy because we need to face many activity and process that we call the operation management. Okay, is the set of activity. Why we call the set? Because it's not single. In order to make it a complete in the operation management activity, or we can call that operation management task. It's not just a single activity. It's about the process. That's why we call that the set of activity that create values in the form of goods and services by transform input into output. Basically, before we join our class in operation management, we have input, process, and output. It's normally. Okay. So we have input, process, and output. But yes, very clear in operation management is about the process. But this from this slide, and to mention that how that we can create the values in the form of goods and services by transform input into output. Okay, we try to go to the realistic. We can go to the realistic happen right now. Okay, when we talk about input, okay, when talk about the input, we need to discuss many things. For example, when you want to start up the business, you want to start up the company, you need to consider, we can start from we can call the M. So M number one is about the money. So the first input we need to start to think is about your money. Okay. The second M, we can say that another important thing is method. You should be know about method in operation and to handling the activities. Okay, the third M is about what else? We have number one, money. Second is about method. Number three is man. Man is about human, manpower. Okay, manpower. Okay, number four is about materials. So right now, material is really important. We should be know that our strength and weaknesses about our source or materials. Okay, yeah, we good in term, we have many and good in term of oil palm, but certain, for example, on the food, we have right now we have critical situation on the food security. Okay, we don't have enough source in order to what you call that, to fulfill on the food requirements. Okay, and for example, this is we call that the collaboration with the two countries, between Malaysia and India. For example, I just give the one example from Malaysia and India. So we have many and good condition on the oil palm, but in India, they are not enough. We don't have also about regarding on the oil palm. So there's, because we can say that we have some interest from Malaysia. We need some another that I mentioned, that the foods issues. So in India kita ada apa tu, bawang, onion. Kita ada onion. So Malaysia need onion from India, but India need the oil palm from Malaysia. Okay, because of geography conditions. Okay, regarding us on that source that I mentioned, that the input that we are focused on the industry and plantation according to the Malaysia and India. So that's why right now, when we talk about the input is somehow that is already in a critical part. Okay, so we need to know that if you as the operator of, it's not operator, sorry, it's the operation manager. Let's say you are the manager and executive of operations. You should be know that how to get source about your material. Okay, so yes, we have the local material from Malaysia. Yeah, we have beside Malaysia and near Malaysia, we have the ASEAN country from Indonesia, from the Thailand, and from the Singapore, Philippines. But according to the quality, according the cost, according the delivery, regarding the legal issues, we need to start to think that regarding that is okay, is not okay. I give the modern example lah, and modern another example. So what's other example? Sorry, I forgot already. What we call that as the sum of the in agricultures. We have once what we call that, the modern technology we use. But in Malaysia, we don't have the license. But in overseas, if you want to use this, you need to have the license on it. Okay. For example, so certain thing on the machine, certain of the gadget. So you can use in Malaysia, but from the international side, you cannot be used, because if you want to use this, you need to have license. And so I forget. I'm not sure that the last class in Group C I already mentioned, but this night I forgot already the example. Okay, but it's okay if I can remind this example, I will be mentioned again. Okay, so please remember these words. Actually, in operation management, this set of activity is not just only one activity. So according our assignment, just introduce little bits about our assignment. So our assignment is about downtime. Okay. So we can call that DOWNTIME. That's we call that operation management activity. So D stand for defects. So number one activity in operation management is the defects. We need to reduce and make it zero defects. Okay. So number two is actually E. Is we call that O, downtime. O is an overproduction. So how that we make sure our productivity not spend more, not spend less. We need to based on our calculation, based on the customer requirement, okay, or the customer spec, according to customer spec. Sorry, okay. So overproduction. The second one is W, waiting. So we need to reduce on less waiting time. Okay. Three is transportation. I is inventory. M is motion. Okay. Downtime. TIME. E is about extra processing. So we need to discuss this 8 activity. Downtime, we call that defect, overproduction, waiting time, transportation, inventory, motion, and extra processing. So that certain example, we can call that why in operation management is a set of activity. Okay, in order to create the value. Okay, in order to understand the value, okay, we need to very clear in this term. Okay, value added and non-value added. Okay, if you do something like, maybe we think that this one is good, this is a good process, but somehow it cannot be create value added to us or our production or our life. Just because of one time use, because you want to increase your happiness, you want to get some makeup or something like that, looking like beautiful, but necessary is not a create a value added to us. Okay, let's say lah, if you buy something, okay, you want to buy something. In my age 42 right now, I always consider regarding this situation before I make a decision. Okay, Fazli, why you buy this car? Okay, why you buy this car, for example? Okay, so because easy to me to use this car to send my son at the school, and easy to my wife to send and go to the market. So I can go to the malls also, okay, because this a small car, and easy to me to go to the many place in the short area, in a short kilometers. So I'm not just me, because my wife also can use, okay, my friend also can use my car, my son also can use my car, that we can set that fully utilized. That in the end, I think that this car is very practically, because uh, so many people can be use this car. Okay, so that you should be think on that. Okay, but I try to reduce to buy something that I'm just use this product maybe in 1 year, maybe one time or two time only for 1 year. I try to make it reduce on this matter, because it's not become value to me. Okay, certain, for example, because certain product, if I buy the product according year to year, the value or the price on the original product or services maybe going down. Okay, okay, it's something like investment. Okay, if you want to try, if you want to invest, make sure that the investment according the risk also, you need to measure the risk also first. Okay, according the investment, maybe create another additional value, or they make it less values. Something like happen to the operation management. But in operation management, we not always look for long term. Please remember this. Not all things should be measured by long term. In operation, everything is about calculation. We have, for example, we have few things. Okay. Thing number one, you just use for 3 days. Okay, because according to our plan, according to our calculation, according to according to customer request and customer demand, we get certain period sharp number is just only 3 days. Okay, so according to 3 days, we cannot be make it these 3 days in the long project. This we call that a short project, because short project we can call that during 1 month or 1 to 3 months. Okay, so certain production should be flexibility and balance. Certain product we can call that a short production. We have the middle or moderate production. So we have the large production. Okay, so that's why we should know the specific calculation. So in order to produce, that's why the keyword is the create goods and services. Okay, that's another thing. It's about the transform. So I just give the very basic example what happened in terms of, we call that handphones branding. Okay, so now we ada apa? Ada iPhones, kita ada Huawei, something like that. Samsung. How about Nokia? Because Nokia is not transformed. It's not transformed. It's not shift according the customer trend, customer behavior and requirement. So if you not move, if you not shift and transform from one single basic thing to another basic thing according to the functional, according to current trends, according on the customer demand, you cannot be successful. So in operation management, it's not just only old school. And we need to consider also what exactly the customer needs. Okay, a very simple calculation, not from us. Let's say I give them my example. Let's say I don't like pink color. I seriously I don't like pink color. But if the customer need the pink color, we are produce the pink color. So in the group C, I already mentioned during the class, I give the example how that the product, and so I think this story I will be share in the group A and the group B during the class. But I just give one happen in the product. You can see the what we call that the color, the option of color in the product. You can look like they have green. So they have yellow, purple. What else? The striking color. Yeah, okay. Yellow, pink, purple, something like that. So there's a basic color. Basic color black. White is normal color. But we cannot see the others brand have the pink color, purple color, yellow color. But in Produa, we have this variation of color because we have demand from the customer. Okay, the full story I will be discuss through the group A and B during next weeks. Okay, so that's another thing. If you is the operator manager or operator executive, we need to look what exactly requirement and customer needs perspective is not from our perspective. Okay, so when we talk about the production, so always people think about the manufacturing and retailing. So in manufacturing, for example, a lot of the engineer and to looking to create very good product. Okay, but somehow we cannot be presenting in everything because of us, because I'm the engineer, I'm the man. Okay, I should be doing like this because the man should be do like that, do like this. So you make it producing, you just creating certain process or activity or the system or product because of you interest cannot be successful. Because you need to differentiate between personal and professional. Okay, that's when talk about the value added. So we cannot put our personal interest and the value added. You need to split these two matters. Okay, yes, I have certain interests. At the same time, we have know that the value added, which one is non-value added. Okay, that's a basic one lah about operation management. Okay, we go to the another slide. Okay. Uh, Organizing to produce good and services, essential function. Okay. You should be know this is a basic, very basic one. Okay. In one big company, and in big company, so common we have a few department. We have human resource department, finance department. What else? Marketing department, operation department, IT department. We have warehouse and logistic department. Somehow split one. Production department, quality department. Okay. Yes, I know that our class is operation management. But how operation management align and relate to the marketing department? So in marketing department, they have the salesperson. Okay. which is do a job about sales because of marketing. Marketing do also a job for marketing itself, online or offline marketing activities. Do a sales activity, do the promotion activity, discuss about according the price. Let's say we discuss about the 4Ps and price, and we discuss the best price according date, months, event, something like that. Okay, regarding on the promotion, what the best promotion we should be do for right now. We not discuss for yearly a certain a ceremony or certain day. So right now we talk about the marketing strategy for daily. What should we do marketing today? Tomorrow, what type and strategy we should be used for the marketing strategy? We cannot depend and just you use one only strategy for per year. Cannot be like that. Okay, next is about product itself. So how that to make sure that our customer is very happy with our products. Okay, how to increase the numbers of new customer. We cannot depend on the current customer. You need to increase the customer, new customer. Okay, as the businesses or in the business or in the of the marketing world, they are always to consider how to add, how to how to add new customer per daily. Berapa jumlah customer baru akan join kita. So that's number one. Number two is how to maintain on your current customer. Current customer will be repeat order. Okay, our customer still loyal to us, retain to us. Okay, always support. Okay, always promote, voice to voice, mouth to mouth. Okay, and then that's our followers, our customer, it'll be increased daily per daily. Okay, that's the most important. You need to get some new database and also to care with the current database also. In the marketing is generate demand. Okay, yes, some people easy to say, we need more customer, we need to get new customer, we need to make sure that current customer we care and make sure we give some loyalty, very good care to the current customer. Very simple to say that. But in terms of operating, in terms of operation, is really important. So if you want to care about your customer, the first words in the marketing that department should be think that is an operation side. Okay, in the operation side, what should we do in order to make sure we get new customer and maintain loyal from the current customer? What type of the operation we need to use in order to maintain about this? Okay, we plan the strategize. You should be plan the strategize. Okay, I think that from this month, so we launch the new product. We launch the new product. So for new customer, so we give 10% discount maybe. 10, 50, 20% discount maybe. And for the current customer, we add another 5% discount. So you care both party for new customer and for the current customer also. Or you give same discount to the new customer and the current customer, but in current customer you give another free gift or something like that. Okay, so we need to think that which the best strategy in order to success your KPI specifically on your database. So that part is the operation. But in terms of operation, we always think that about the costing. So why need to we give customer free gift? Because once you give your free gift to the customer, they will increase the cost. Okay, everything should be calculated RM, especially on the profit and the cost also. We need to calculate the RM. You cannot be mentioned that we increase the advertising, tingkatkan lagi pemasaran, tingkatkan lagi increase sales. Okay, in operation management, it cannot be answered like that. Okay, during the final exam, you just mention that, we increase the marketing activity. You cannot get full marks. In operation management, you need to give example. Okay, you need give example before and after. So everything is based on the calculation. Okay, so before this, Okay, you care about the current customer according to give the free gift. So one free gift bersamaan dengan RM RM10. So right now, how want you to reduce the cost? Still give the free gift to the customer, but less you want to less 50%, meaning that free gift not 10 ringgit, but it's only 5 ringgit. But the customer still satisfaction, still happy according to your free gift you give. So you need to study on that. So according to study, you give some very good justification and argument, but you can reduce the cost. That part we call the operation management. Okay, that's why operation management also need in the marketing department. Okay, production operation create the product. So this is a common department because in operation line, in production line, it's a very busy, and then the numbers of employee is also high. Okay, so according to accident, and because do many work in the process, and okay, we have a few transportation mentioning. Okay, so everyone work very fast, and we have the what you call that very high machine. If you not know how to use the machine, maybe you can make it the accident, and maybe our production maybe need to stop. Okay, so that's why in production and operation, a lot of the process we can learn, and you need to must understand in everything. So they have SOPs and a procedure. They have somehow we call that WIP, work in process. So that's why they are always have meeting, but different with the government meeting. For example, in production, you just meeting around 5 to 15 minutes only, no chairs. Okay, not informed. And meeting is not just informed, meeting is how to solve the problem. Okay, what's the issues, what's the problem, we call that solution, we call that countermeasure, how to countermeasure the problem, who the person we care about these matters. Okay, deadline, that's it. Very simple short meeting, no need to inform. Okay, we need to inform, no, meeting is not for inform. If you want to inform, just WhatsApp or email. So that's I looking for the difference between government or the private according ways. You try to show the busy, but actually waste of time. Okay, one you try to inform, that is not meeting. Meeting, how that we together, everyone should be join the meeting. We need to solve the problem and not inform something news or something like that. If you want to just to inform something like just to show that okay, tahniah kawan kita berjaya, no, that is not we call the meeting. If you want to share something like that, just share. Okay, meeting, just focus. Okay, in the industry we don't have chair, semua orang meeting diri. To that the what you call that the trademark lah. How that our meeting just very short, 5 to 50 minutes because meeting berdiri. Takkan meeting berdiri sampai 1-2 jam kan? Okay. So that part in the production and operation we can discuss later on after this. So a lot of thing we can learn from the production. So many thing in our life, daily life, we can learn from the production and operation. Okay, if you learn about production and operation, we also can increase our quality of life. Okay, kalau you pergi kedai runcit, you go to the shop and pergi kedai runcit. So if you learn about the operation, we can know that which the best product to choose in your eat, in your what else. Tak kisahlah barang apa yang you beli. So you can make it the best option. I'll say the best choice. Sorry, the best choice according your we call that according to the quality of products. Okay. Kan kita dulu main beli je kan, because looking only the reason is just looking for the price. Basically, some we actually you have the product. Once you try to sell the product, you just thinking about the presentation and about the price. Yeah, I know that because mostly customer can looking for your design, okay, and then your presentation according and price also. And not many customer learn about operations. Okay, that's why if you after you study about the operation management, we can know that in order to make sure the selection of the product is a good category. And many things, if you want to buy tire, you want to buy a car, you want to buy barang-barang dalam tin, you want to buy fruit, you want to buy vegetable, you want to buy chicken, what else? So is this, if you think about the production and quality type, you know that you make it chosen which the best part. Okay. So macam if you buy, if you buy one chicken, bahagian mana yang quality chicken yang terbaik? So why kalau you pergi pasar raya bahagian ni mahal? Kenapa ada bahagian tu murah, something like that? So why this happen? Okay. Okay. So ada orang beli ayam, dia beli ayam, dia makan bahagian tertentu, bahagian lain dia jual. So ada sebab. Dia beli ayam seekor, okay, dia potong berapa bahagian, ada bahagian yang dimakan, ada bahagian dia jual balik. So in term of cost, they can minimize the cost. It's not cost minimize lah, okay. They can reduce the cost lah, okay. So kalau kita discuss about production, there's many things about production. So how many success people, entrepreneur yang berjaya because of operations. Somehow they're looking like about marketing itself. In what you call that, secara luaran, as externally, it's about everything is about marketing and entrepreneurship. But the secret is operations. Some success people not be sure that the operation activity. They just to show us about their success, about how that the entrepreneur and marketing do to make it their success. But not many people, success people, will be share regarding on the operation activity. Okay. Finance and accounting. Okay. Track how well our organization is doing, pay bills, collect the monies, so many things. Okay. So it's not just some people are also confusing regarding on the finance and accounting. Okay. I can say that some company, they are blend. So in finance, they just have one finance department. Then in finance department, they also have the accounting. So you should be no different. They have different. In UPSI also different. Okay. We have degree on finance, degree on accounting. They are totally different. Okay. But in the operations, we looking both. In operation, we cannot say that just we work for the accounting only. Or we work just only for the finance. No, we work for both. Okay. In finance, basically, we start regarding on we can say that the risk, the scheduling of plan, okay, financial plan and non-financial plan. So we have financial plan and non-financial plan. So and also to measure about the risk, okay, risk management, risk safety, something like that. Okay, accounting also is really good because let's say accounting number one is according to HR, according to salary. Okay, accounting also can can help us in order to know that our condition, our asset, our money condition from annually for the year 3, year 5. Okay, so their accountability, so they can manage portionate according to materials, according to operationalize, according to investment, something like that. So they are according all the criteria regarding on sale, regarding on the revenues, regarding on the cost, it have to calculate. On the other side, we can say that the daily operation, we should be good in terms of accounting. But in the business itself, and regarding our cash flow, according to the engage with the partnership, engage to our client, we looking the futures of finance department looking forward. Basically finance plus investment, basically, and to make sure our operation is not just for the daily, okay, but for the future, making grow and grow. So that's why we need to both. We need both. Okay. In operation, we need account also, and also in finance. So I have many friends in operation manager. So basically I little bit ask them about the finance and accounting. So I think that most of the operation manager is mastering finance and accounting. Yeah, they don't have the degree in accounting and degree in finance, but when we talk about the risk, when we talk about the cash flow, we talk about the costing, so we talk about what else about salaries. Everyone can make it a discussion, very show the good idea. They know that they structure well in the all part of the accounting and finance. Okay, that's why if you want to be a operation executive of the operation manager, you also need to have very good in terms of finance and accounting. It's not just for the engineering side. Yeah, okay, it's not just for the engineering side. So a few, it's not few. I think that quite very positive number. When we looking about the production executive and production manager, it's not from the engineering side. Basically, most of them is a management degree. So if you are management degree, you can work on the operation executive and also for the operation manager. Okay, but you need to know. Yes, you work as the operation manager, but you need to know about the marketing. It's about the finance and accounting also. Okay, so this is some example. You can look that. This is example for the services bank. This one for bank, it's a commercial bank. So we have finance for investment, security, real estate that I mentioned that. So finance, basically, we blend together with the investment. So accounting, yeah, plus another one is auditing. Okay. So next about the marketing and commercials, industrial, financial, personal, mortgage, and trust, loan department. So in operation, so we look about the operation. And we have teller scheduling. So the keyword is scheduling. We have one chapter to discuss about the scheduling. Okay, check and clearing. Okay, collection, transaction, processing, facilities, design, layout. So we can see a lot of the point in operation management is about design and layout. Okay, about operation, maintenance, and security. So this is top. And in myself, I have experience in Produa before I joined UPSI 2006. Okay, I work as the Kanban. So in Kanban is actually the assembly. Assembly is for the production department. So in terms of operations, because I work as a Kanban system, so I need to know that the small thing until hard thing, which is yang small thing just screw lah. Kalau kereta screw lah. And kalau benda yang apa, big part, and something like engine, body, exhaust, that we call that the big part lah. Okay, so in terms of in order to make it a car, so we have in the assembly, so we have many section and section. Okay, so we need to this section, okay, nak pasang apa, badan, pasang besi dulu. Okay, kita ada steel department. Okay, kita ada body department, body shop we call that. Okay, kita ada small area, kita ada big area. So kita ada macam conveyor lah. Kita akan bawa kereta tu bergerak dari satu one section to another section. So one section, another section, they have different SOP and different work IP. So calculation of time also different. Ada section yang lama, ada section yang sekejap. Okay. So never mind, we will be discussed later on. Okay. And this is some example another industry. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I try to. And the second one is for the eyeline. Okay. So third example is a manufacturing. Okay. Okay, supply chain. Okay, supply chain also one. We later on we cover one chapter for supply chain. Okay, one chapter for supply chain. For the chapter one, it's just a very basic. Okay. When we talk about the supply chain, it's not just for the factory or the manufacturing. Okay, so every here for the farmer also. So farmer also have the supply chain. And kenapa dia nak buat satu garis lurus? And kenapa dia ada layer by layer? So that part because of supply chain also. Okay, so here in figure 1.2, okay, we can say the last part is the retailer. So before came from retailer, we can have the source. Okay, source here from something herb, yeah, because it's something like pharmacist here. Retailer ni macam pharmacist, okay. Farmer is something like we have very herb is something like that. So we need to send to factory because to the processes of the herbs, and then to make it commercial. So you want to make all the formula and the end product of syrup in the bottle, and then go through the transportation distributor, go send to the pharmacist shop and to sell about ubat ni. Syrup ni mungkin kita boleh kata ubat demam kot, ubat demam syrup tu kan. Okay. Alright, this is another example. But the most important, the supply chain from here is the global network. Okay, right now, before this, we don't talk about the global. And you just if you want to be success for the business, you need to care who's the people can be supply the material. If you care the owners, the what we call that, macam Malaysia lah. Malaysia kan pembekal minyak kelapa sawit. Siapa yang jaga Malaysia untuk minyak kelapa sawit, dia champion lah. Something like that lah kan. So it's something like not just only because of you. Okay, let's say I have factories. I'm success because I have factory. No. You are success because a few reasons. Because you have good relationship with the vendors. Vendors supplier lah. You have very good relationship with the suppliers. That suppliers, you have many suppliers. Okay, first supplier is about your sources, about the material. So this supplier can be supplied non-stop. You make it the contract, and 5 years contract, 10 years contract. That this supplier need to supply for every days, every weeks, every month, and on time. Need to supply on time. Okay, because we are factory. So you need to send us sharp on time because production calculate by time. So everything is about time. Okay, that part is really important. Okay, next is a global network of organization activity that supply a firm with goods and services. Member of the supply collaborate, achieve high level of customer satisfaction, efficiency, and competitive advantage. We work together. We work together. Yes, in order to get the profit, we need to care about our customer. So because customer buy our product. So in order to success and in order to make sure customer will buy and buy and then buy again our product. So you need to have very good collaborate with the supplier, something like that. So we need to discuss together with supplier and in order to some innovation, to do some improvement, okay, in order to make sure our customer is satisfied, okay. So that's a really important. I look right now, I'm quite early agree regarding supply chain collaborate. So everyone cannot be too ego, okay. It's not single business. It's not about single business. Because that's why we need some more collaborations and we need to more collaboration. So please believe that from the collaboration is actually this is not the second strategy. This should become first strategy. Okay, some people all think that somehow we call that some, not all. Some people think if they are trying to collaborate, it cannot be monopolize the market. Something like dia punya profit tak banyak lah kan, dah berkongsi dua orang because collab, something like that kan. So you should be calculate. So in this part, I cannot say that everything is good, everything is not, but everything you should need to prove by calculate. How do you prove that this collaboration can make it better, or can be increase our profitability? How good this supply chain collaboration to our company reputation, kan? So that's why we have keyword tu, high level of customer satisfaction, efficiency, and competitive advantage. Okay, you should be look. That's why in a very basic in management, I think everyone dah belajar kan SWOT analysis. So SWOT analysis is not just only SWOT. Okay, SWOT we go to only strength and weaknesses. If you can identify your strength, if you can identify the weaknesses, from the side of the weaknesses, we need to do some collaboration. We need there's a collaboration, but in this situation, you cannot be champion in everything, because this part you are weaknesses. You should be know that we are weakness right now, so we need some the collaboration. But in terms of strength, okay, please use your strength as a competitive advantage. You still need to collaborate. Yes, this is strength your side, but you still need to collaborate. But the collaboration is different. Okay, the people want to collaborate to us because our strength. Okay, so in this part, you need to know that how to make it efficiency. And the difference between weaknesses, you should be know, you should be bersyukur. We have others people agree to collaborate to us because our weaknesses. But in business, we don't talk about weaknesses. Everything is about the opportunity. In production also, we don't make a weaknesses to is something a bad thing, but we need to do some improvement. But in everyday, daily, time to time, we need to know that what's our issues and problem. That's part also in the area of the weaknesses. But because convert the daily, so we don't talk about weaknesses. This is about our problems. Need to make it the fast actions. We have the issues and the problem. We need to solve efficiently and make it very fast. To make it yourself you can compete with the environment, you can compete with your competitors and something like that. Okay, we go to the next slide. Okay, why study OM? This is a very basic. OM is the three major function in any organization. We want to study how people organize. Okay, it's good, betul. And we want to study how people organize themselves for productive enterprise. And now everything is changed. Everything you can see the change. After you done your degree, maybe you go to some place, you go to the interview to get a job. Okay, maybe this becomes surprisingly, you don't have the office. Right now, you work in a big company. Let's say, what else? Maybank, for example, Maybank. You work in the Maybank, but you don't have the office. You don't have the table and chair at the office. Yes, I'm the executive Maybank, but honestly, I don't have table and chair at Maybank. Because your work right now to create the job. Okay, you no need to wait. Dia tak ada kerja-kerja, dah tunggu kerja, something like that. Go to the office, boss bagi kerja, no. We don't have like that right now anymore. Now, you go outside there, create the job. Bring to the Maybank, discuss, see the boss, and then you explain what exactly job you have already hunted or you already get. Now is quite different. Okay, before this, and orang kata apa, in Malay we call that makan gaji. Makan gaji tak semudah macam dulu. If you work in the government, yes. If you work in the government, yes. But the private right now, so we need to very smart. You need to more subjective and flexible. Everything from our class and from subject, we need to be more realistic. Okay, if you just go to the exam, exam oriented and exam oriented. Yeah, it's good for if you want to work in a government, but if you want to work in the industries or you want to be entrepreneur ataupun nak buka company sendiri, so you should be go to the real case right now. So after COVID, the phenomenons after COVID-19, everything is not every lah. Most business is a change landscape, change ecosystem. Okay, so first thing first, I believe that many organizations try to reduce a cost. The first cost is the building cost. And building cost. So, tak payah sewakan, tak payah sediakan bilik untuk staff. But because sediakan bilik cost. And you need to pay electricity, aircon, something. You will increase the bill. Okay, so now we go to the flexible. People, workers can work at home and can work in a coffee house and everything. According the trend also, young people also, they need to more flexible. Somehow that this is become a positive trend to everyone should be know that what happening. Okay, uh, it's not surprisingly, but must say surprisingly, because I'm the factory and pernah kerja kilang. So the manufacturing itself, we don't think so that this situation maybe happen. Maybe because in production everything, everyone semua nak dalam physical, semua nak kena ada orang tu datang ke kilang, semua kita nak kena datang on time, kerja kerja siap ada OT, kerja penat, something like that. But somehow little bit change because of technology. And because of technology, we try to reduce the manpower. Maksudnya kurang gunakan tenaga manusia. And so everything can be used a machine or something like that. So another thing is about the operation management is IT. Okay, we talk about marketing, we talk about entrepreneur, we talk about the finance, something like that. But I forget some department. One department and one's knowledge. You should be know. It's not just only knowledge about apply about the technology. Right now, it's about the technology. Okay, and you cannot be run away from the technology. Okay, all right. Okay, sorry, kita ada kawan kita masuk keluar mungkin coverage tak elok kot. Kan? So we want to number one, we want to study how people organize themselves for productive enterprise. So how to make sure we tu kita lah kan, how that we can productive and in on the whatever activity, whatever to solve the problem, to make it the decision making, you make it more productive. Okay, productive meaning that is not something like buat banyak, it's not buat hari ni lebih baik pada semalam, tu produktif lah. Then so this one quality of kerja kita, quality kerja kita bertambah baik dari semasa ke semasa, itu produktif lah. I think productive is very good words. Yeah? Unicorn ni produktif lah. That's what. Bukanlah produktif ni kena banyak kan. Unicorn ni buat kerja banyak. Makin hari makin kerja banyak. Tak, masa tu tak 24 jam je. And not more than 24 hours for one day. And kerja satu hari 24 jam. Tapi become productive. So when talk about the productive tu kan, tidur kita sebelum ni 5 jam. Okay. Tiba-tiba tidur kita dah tambah jadi 6 jam. Tapi kerja kita semakin baik, kerja kita semakin berkualiti, itu tu produktif. If productive cannot be said because you're productive, you kena kurangkan masa tidur. It's not good. Kan, masa tidur kena cukup, tapi tak boleh lebih. Masa tidur pun ada masa dia. And for something you eat, kan, kita makan. Selama ni kita makan, hari ni pun makan. But the difference is, sebelum ni makan tak ikut waktu, sekarang makan ikut waktu. That become another productive in your life. Okay, you should be know that in your life. Ya, saya pun pernah muda kan. Bila dah tua-tua ni baru sedar something. So, kita ada 24 hours in your life. Okay, make very simple. And because of the quality. And if you, kalau yang Muslim kan, try to fulfill solat. Masuk je waktu solat. That part, it become productive. Yang you tahu itu adalah tuntutan agama, masuk waktu solat. Okay, you know your body. Okay, because you need some energy your body. Okay, cukup masa makan. Jangan kurang, jangan lebih. Kan? Kalau makan sikit sangat pun tak boleh support. Kan? If you eat more, nanti dah terlebih, dia tak berapa nak. Badan kita ni macam engine juga. If you make it more, dia tak boleh nak efficient sangat lah. Okay, so somehow in our life, quality is about free. How to make sure that you can make it free, and you just tak ada apa-apa, bangun awal kan tak perlu bayar. Yeah? And hidup udara segar pun tak perlu bayar. And your discipline about is according to time also free. So if you can, this is a true case. I get some sharing to many peoples. If you talk about the quality, you need to start in terms of your quality in yourself also. And for example, quality according your time, how you discipline according your time, about your solat, makan, kan? So what type in your life you can be consider become more quality? No need to pay. Selama ni buat kerja last minute, kan? So since this semester, I work very sharp, buat awal. So that part of the productive, you cannot be, tak perlu bayar pun untuk tujuan benda tu. Then some people always think that in order to make it quality, you need to pay more. If you pay more, you get more quality. Kita beli barang lah kan, barang mahal, barang tu berkualiti. Yes, another one side, yes, correct, betul. And because of barang tu mahal, of course lah, dia punya quality wise pun increase kan. But if you don't have the money, please don't talk about the quality. Yang tu tak betul. If you don't have the money, you don't need talk about the quality. Banyak lagi quality yang can be solved without money. And alright. Number 2, we want and needs to know how goods and services are produced. So this, for example lah, selama ni tengok produk kan, if you go to the product because of, because about the design, about the materials, what else? About the price, sebab dia ringan, something like that. Because what you call that? They follow the trend, something like that. But in term, the most important thing when I try to discuss with the marketing department and engineering department, okay, we need to work together. We cannot say that engineering, they know what should do. Okay, marketing also, or what should be to fulfill in order to get more and more profit from the customer. So yes, I'm agree. We should be start from the customer spec or customer requirement. Everything is about customer. Okay, but in marketing also should be know that what the requirement, what is the capability? Yes, this is the correct word. What is the capability on our production side? We need to understand apa saja yang produksi kita boleh buat. What is our strength on our productions? Once you already know that our capability on the production, so you can know that you can balance up regarding on the customer specifications and our capabilities. Tu yang berlaku lah kan. Kadang-kadang orang buat marketing ni, dia dengar cakap customer boleh. In certain thing, when we go back to our company, go to the production, kadang-kadang kita tak ada nak buat pun. And so that's why, so in the marketing departments and manufacturing, if we can work together, we can sit together, and then we try to learn about what's our strength and weaknesses, for example. So we can respect and we know that what should be our communication with the customer, something like that. Okay, and so I give the one example in the group C last week. If you have the workers, you have the workers, ada seorang pekerja, kan, for example lah, near to us lah, contohlah pekerja Proton, and katalah you are actually manager at the Proton, and so one of your staff is engineer, okay, and the best engineer in the Proton, for example, and the best engineer in the Proton, so walaupun dia best engineer in the Proton, when their friend ask engineer tu, dia nak beli kereta Proton, okay, kau engineer Proton, kalau aku beli kereta Proton, okay tak? Something like they try to make advice to this best engineer in Proton according their Proton car. Okay, kalau engineer give very bad feedback from their Proton, what the effects? Okay, katalah saya nak beli kereta Proton, saya tanya kawan saya, the best engineer dekat Proton. So dia cakap, tak payahlah beli kereta Proton ni macam-macam masalah dia, beli ni. So in my side, I get some very good information directly to the Proton engineer, highlight and give me some opinion, no need to buy Proton car. So adakah saya nak beli, saya takkan beli. So that the most important thing is how that communication with the all workers and employees. All workers and employees should be known that our good and services. Because if they go to outside there, see the friends, see the clique, when people ask you because you work there, so we can give the positive and goods and services you are produced. Okay, something like that. We need to show to our workers to be proud our product and services. That the most important lah. In this case, if you are manager or you owner the company, if you have staff condemn your product, I think that you cannot be safe these workers in your companies. Tak perlu simpan pekerja macam ni, because we need some workers that very respect and very proud our product and services. Kalau produk dia tak seronok dengan produk dia, so macam mana orang luar nak respect lah. So that operation management also, everyone and need to know how good and services are produced. We want to understand what the operation manager does. So this another thing lah, and so because operation management kan, so we are basically, if you have doa jugalah lepas dapat kerja ni, ada juga dapat kerja jadi bagi operation kan, operation executive ke operation engineer ke kan. So you need kena betul-betul faham lah. We want to understand what the operation manager do. So if you have time, please go to the job street, something like job street or any LinkedIn. Okay, you can see the advertising for the operation manager or operation executive. Please looking that the requirement. Kan dia minta kerja kan, apa yang dia perlukan, syarat-syarat bekerja, apa tanggungjawab, what is the job responsibility you need to fulfill in. So that's the best thing lah. So dalam buku dia tak cerita banyak sangat, dia not discuss exactly the real one in case in Malaysia. Okay, tak apalah, nanti kita ada aktiviti dalam kelas nanti. So everyone need to find that, kena dapatkan iklan-iklan tentang kerja-kerja sebagai operation management. So later on we need to discuss together. Mungkin ada yang tak faham kan, ini kerja buat apa ni? So you can ask during our class, and maybe for the next class. So we need to discuss about little bit on the operation manager too. Okay. Okay, any questions? And until now, okay, I just to make it short today, and because my healthy also is not good. Okay. Okay, number 4 is costly part of organization. So I love this one. So during our class, I hope so. You are good in mathematics also. Okay, bukanlah matematik apa. Kalau you tak hafal, gunalah calculator scientific. If you bring your phone also calculate. So everything in order to prove everything. If you want to prove, you need to calculate. So the most calculation, the basic thing is to talk about the costly lah. About cost. Everything is about cost right now. So if you need to be operation manager and executive, you need to master about the costing also. Okay, so this I very make it shortly. So why study OM? We want to study how people organize. So we talk of the peoples. I just read one book from Toyota. It's about people. Nama buku tu Toyota People Management. So we need to know the people management. Something like that. Why engineer need to read the book of people management? Because I need to understand why people is really important in the operations. And we need to that I'm know that I have a few experience, right? Oh, that's why we call that job rotation. What's meaning on the job rotation in the operation management? Okay, we want to know how good and service are produced. So how to interpret the what we call that, the good product and services to in terms of operation things, because all the employees should be know that why happen this product, because they want to give the positive feedbacks to the potential customer according these products. Okay, then we understand what's operation manager do. Okay, yeah, that's one. Nanti lah kita cari iklan mana-mana, so kita discuss together. So kenapa nak jadi operation manager, operation executive perlukan this requirement. So we discuss that. Apa roles, apa responsibility for operation manager. Okay, is such as costly part of organization. So we discuss about the costly of the part. So I need to little bit modify the subject, because this subject in FPE, yeah, basically student in management. So on the financials, on HR, okay, on economy. So I don't need to touch detail out for the engineering side. Okay, yeah, my background is engineer, but I try to little bit what we call that, custom through the management students. So that's why I so lucky lah, because management student when talk about the cost, kacang je kan, dapat student account ni kacang lah costing ni kan. But little bit the costing is about here is more realistic. More realistic. So how that we discuss later on lah, we discuss during class. Next week we can discuss about. Okay. Because many things need to discuss, and many things to need to discuss about operation management. So I already give you books, and you can read a books. Okay, you can read a book for the for beginning. Please read for chapter 1 and chapter 2 only, and please write chapter 1 and chapter 2 only. So actually chapter 1 not necessarily I'm covered in everything, because chapter 1 is very basics. Okay, for this one, then basic management function, planning, organize, staffing, leading, controlling. So I think this one you have already learned from the subject on HR, and principle of management also you do this. And don't we cannot be cover something, the same thing. Planning, organize, staffing, leading is the same things. You can learn from the principle of management or HR subject. Okay. And this is something like, okay, never mind. But here you can see that just follow the keywords. Design. Yes, we have subject on the design and goods and services. Okay, we have also, we need to study about the managing quality in chapter 6, and process and capability strategy, location strategy, layout strategy, human resource and job design, supply chain management, inventory management, scheduling and maintenance. So ni sebahagian chapter yang kita akan cover dalam operation management lah. So that's why if you want to be very good strategic decision, these are the 10 strategic decision you should be know that. Nak jadi orang yang strategic decision, membuat keputusan yang strategik. Inilah you kena tahulah, design and good and services, managing quality, and process and capacity strategy, location strategy, layout strategy, human resource and job design, supply chain management, inventory management, scheduling and maintenance. Ini you boleh baca okay. What are the OM job? Ni first class kita kena discuss benda-benda macam tu. Ni nanti orang tanya, kenapa engkau belajar cloud operation management, nak kerja apa nanti kan? Alright. So this is part of the OM, operation management job. Okay, technology methods. Okay, right now very difficult to discuss about technology and method. So everything technology change. But kita tak perlu jadi terlalu expert. We no need to be more expertise in certain area. Okay, but yang first, don't afraid about technology. Don't run away. Jangan lagi pada teknologi. Jangan takut pada teknologi. You should be learn from the basic, just for the basic. And so everything is new coming ataupun new eras technologies coming. Please learn, because this method can be adapt also in the industry. Walaupun dia tak cakap dalam bentuk directly, so indirectly, so technology is most important in industry, especially for the operation management. Okay. About the facilities space utilization, okay, this is the part how to reduce the cost. Dulu kan, setiap space tu betul-betul nak jimat facilities. But right now, kan, space pun dah tak ada. Because of everything is in your handphone, everything in your computer, kita ada cloud and everything. So So we no need to space right now. Dulu we have the space, we need to share the space because we need to fully utilize the space. But right now we have we can transform in everything. It's about the online right now. Strategy issues, I said this is really important lah, how to differentiate. So your M job, you need to know about the which one the more priorities, which one is more profits, which one more potentials in terms of quality, in terms of production, productive and something like that. Response time, how make it fast. It's everything right now in the business, in the activity, in the company, it's everything is about the fastening. Okay, nak cepat, semua nak cepat, nak sharp, cepat, sharp. So how regarding on this is really good in term of OM lah. So if you work in OM, so honestly, you can be important team, important staff lah. So everyone refer to us because you have very good not only for decision making, but you are actually strategic peoples. And then for the customer service and of course for quality also. Okay. Cost reduction, inventory reduction, productivity improvement. So yes. So nowadays people always think that wow, we need to increase the sales because sales reduce minus cost, kita akan dapat revenue kan. So tak apa cost tu, yang penting sale. Kalau sale dah banyak, cost tinggi pun tak apa. Okay, some people always say that it's not good. Okay, so you are increase the sale, at the same time you need to reduce the cost. So that's why in part of OM we need to know how about to manage a costing also. We need to very positive. We increase the sale and same time daily to daily we need to reduce the cost also. We also need to reduce the cost. Okay, inventory reduction also, not many inventory. So susut nilai barang tu boleh diguna lama inventory tu. Jadi kalau dia dekat warehouse tu dia bukanlah simpan lama, digunakan pada we call that just in time punya procedure atau productions. Productivity improvement, so we need to improve the productivity. Yes, productivity is something like we increase the number, but the increase the number to because of positive side, because it increase the number of demand of the customers. That's why our productivity improvement. Okay, our productivity can be increased because we can less the defects and less can waste. So that's why we can increase the productivity quantities. Okay. Okay, I think because of the online purpose, I don't want to take more time. Okay, saya tak nak ambil banyak masa sebab based my experience buat online lama-lama kan nanti you all pun tak dengar dah buat kerja lain dah. Okay, so for everyone, okay, so just chill for chapter 1 and chapter 2 just because I just to share little bit information what is the operation management, a lot of thing to make it discussion on the chapter 1 and chapter 2 because chapter 1 chapter 2 is just only introduction. Kita boleh santai-santai je cerita apa-apa saja untuk operation management. But I hope so, doakan saya kesihatan saya baik supaya minggu depan kita dapat jumpa face to face semua balik. Okay, I'm looking in the chat area so we don't have the question. Okay, basically when we use this online, so if you have the question you can ask in the chat room. So for everyone, thank you for today. So jangan risau pasal assignment, so we can discuss specific on the assignment by next week. Tapi setiap orang you can discuss, you boleh cari-carilah kawan-kawan. So dalam satu kumpulan tak boleh 5 orang, so saya bagi 2 pilihan lah, sama ada 4 atau 5 orang untuk satu kumpulan. Okay, so kumpulan penting lah, at least kan nak cari kan tak ada kawan lah, something like that. So try to find your friend and kita akan create group lah. Nanti saya akan buat format tu dekat group WhatsApp, nanti you all masukkan je lah. So according to assignments, kita ada kena pergi kat company, you kena kat company. So the company you chosen tak boleh sama dengan senior lah. So nanti saya senaraikan nama company yang senior dah buat sebelum ni. Jadi you tak boleh buat company tu lah. Sebab kita ada 1-2 case lah, tak banyak lah. Dia copy assignment senior sebelum ni, lepas tu dia hantar. Okay. So in order to reduce these issues, so mana yang senior you dah buat kat company tu, saya tak benarkan lah. Okay, nanti I identify the company tu. So details so next week saja. So for group C we don't have class lah. So kita dah buat malam ni kan, hari Khamis ni tak ada kelas. So yang group B dan group A semalam kan, yang group B hari ni. Okay, alright. Kalau ada apa-apa soalan, tak ada apa-apa soalan, kita tangguh dulu. Yang tak dapat dengar ni, sila dengarkan rakaman ni lah. Okay, terima kasih semua. Assalamualaikum. Selamat sejahtera, selamat malam. Terima kasih semua.
Terima kasih, Doktor.
Terima kasih, Doktor.
Terima kasih doktor.
Thank you, doktor.
Thank you, Doktor.
Ciao.
Thank you, doktor.
Thank you doktor.
Thank you, Doktor.
Thank you, doktor.
Terima kasih, Doktor.
Hmm.